Hey guys, Batman's here again, and I'm going to do some reloading. Thought I'd show you I'm just going to break it up into some little clips and throw some music in there, so it should be kind of cool. Some of the things that you got to have: good reference material. I'm loading a 210 grain Lyman cast lead bullet, and I'm going to look at my data. Here is a 210 grain semi-wad cutter. This is an RCBS mold. Pretty much the same bullet. And I'm going to look at my data, and it tells me how much powder I can use, how many feet per second I could expect, and my chamber pressure. So that's my data. My reference manual. This particular one is the Lyman Cast Bullet Handbook. I like the Lyman manuals. They've been pretty good. I've got a stack of manuals up on the shelf here because I never trust just one. This is the same data that my other manuals have given me too as well. It's close. I'm still within range for all of them. Got all my brass cleaned, polished, and I'm going to deprime it on the press and reprime it on the press and go from there. For the press, camera, I've got my Lee turret press. You can't see the whole thing because there's a riser on the powder measure I wasn't going to put on there, but I did need it to get above the primer tray, which I've got full and ready to go. That just sits right there. So I'm going to move you around a little bit here and there and watch me reload some 41 Magnum ammo so I can get going. I've got a reloading tray here. I don't have a crimp die, so I have to readjust my bullet seating die to do the crimp later. These get a roll crimp, and if I found that if I crimp and seat in the same step to get a good hard roll crimp, I wind up screwing up the brass because it's too much for one shot. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute after I reposition. Hey guys, I'm going to give you explain a little bit to you how all this works. I've got my primer arm in, and it kind of sticks up a little, so I got to raise the ram a little. Take my empty case that still has a primer. We're going to stick it in. We're going to run it up into the resizing and depriming die. I'm using Lee dies. I'm going to deposit a primer on the primer arm through my safety prime feeder. And my bench isn't as sturdy as it once was, so I just hold my press a little bit, seat my primer, and then I'm going to go up and put my powder in. I'm going to come back down with that, and it'll hang a little in there because it flares it too. Come all the way down, and I'm going to check. I have this little light. You can't see it here, but I've got a little teeny light, little old bore light, but it shines right down in the case so I can make sure I have powder in there. I'm going to set my bullet in, then I'm going to run up into the seating die, and then I come down and we have one seated. Now I do have to use my seating die again after I'm done. I do all my crimps all at once. done. 400 rounds, 41 Magnum. Oh yeah. Now if the weather ever does anything nice, we'll go out and shoot some. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and God bless.